What's up, you guys? Long time no see. Sorry I've been so away so much, but I've kind of really had to focus a lot on mental stuff because I was taking losing Clara really, really hard, and I had to kind of focus on the art that I was doing. I couldn't really talk while I was doing it. I don't know. Art is emotional anyways for me sometimes, and especially when I used to do art with someone that I've lost that I love. It's just difficult. But I've been going to a doctor and I'm getting better, and I'm back to a point where I can kind of vocalize some of that. But anyways, I wanted to show you one of the projects I've been working on since shop sales were down because of Christmas and all that. So I had to take on some different kind of side gigs, and one of them is this spinner from the Game of Life. And yeah, hope you enjoy. I will be back posting regular, hopefully more lives this week, and I'm excited to show you some of the stuff I've been working on. So if you're new here, you may not know that I am very not mathy of a person, and trying to find the center of this circle. I don't even have words for how long it took me. It's comical. I had to speed up and cut out so much. You guys, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you I stared at this white circle trying to figure out mathy things for hours. I wish I had the curtains open right there so you could see the sun setting over time. But yeah, I hate numbers. Numbers are so difficult. Can someone just math for me? The confusion is real on my face. It is not an act. Anyways, so this is a big, 6-foot circle that folds in half and has casters on it to be a stage prop for a girls' dance troupe recital thing. And anyways, she needed a really big one, and she told me the dimensions she needed and that she wanted it to look like the Game of Life little spin knob. Not that it had to spin, but that she wanted it to look like that to read from stage. And so that is what I am creating. I used just flat white interior house paint to paint it white, and then I used acrylic paints to paint it these colors. I had help from my little fuzzy butts, always walking through when I have paint splattering everywhere. Last night, Canvas got green resin on her foot, even with baby gates up. I promise, my pups are forever toddlers. Anyways, so I started painting these numbers with acrylic paint, and as you can see, even though it was a Liquitex heavy body paint, you could see right through my pups, always helping. You could see right through, and it wasn't a consistent thickness. And then Jeff came over and was like, "You're a little bit off." And so I was like, "Okay, fine. Here's what I'll do. I'm not gonna hand paint it again because it took forever to dry between the coats." So I was like, I have all this spray paint on it. I'll just use the spray paint. So I walked over to our little spray paint area, grabbed all the colors that I need, I thought, and went back over to my crazy spinny wheel of life to finish it. And Jeff was already taping it off for me because him's my heart, and he knew how frustrated I was getting with the whole thing. So he was like, "Let me help." And so he's really a master at taping things off and using spray paint. I wish one day I'll be able to do it as good as he does. But in the meantime, he's got so much can control, I can't compete. So after he showed me how to tape it off and how to edge up spray paint, I took it on myself when he had to leave. But he's still helping me, so why not take the help, you know? So after I got this piece finished, I ended up taking on a few one-on-one students to do some geodes, and I cannot wait to show you this green geode clock wall piece. It is massive. It is gorgeous. Got jewel tones, which is very different in contrast to this spinny wheel. Look at me coming in like I have anything to contribute. At least Jeff humors me and is like, "Yes, I know. I should note that you should be in a well-ventilated space. Have a respirator on if you're going to use spray paint, especially indoors. I don't know if you guys can see, all the fumes are going over and up and out of my window over there. We have like a vent hood situation, wind tunnel. And moving forward, I would definitely have started with spray paint than using the acrylic, just because it's so much faster. Do note that if you're going to use spray paint, that you should use flat, because it dries way quicker than, oh, did you see me trip? Just in case you didn't. Boop. That's me just knowing that I filmed myself tripping. So anyways, you guys know that I have a thing with the color green. It never works for me. And even with spray paint, it is no exception, because listen, this isn't fun. This is not fun. And that happens from the cap not fitting in properly to the spray paint can. And so it kind of backfires. We store our cans on its side to help reduce this, but it doesn't always work. Always make sure you shake up your spray paint cans as much as possible before, during, and during using them. I got a little bit of the blue on here, so I was trying to be super slick and edge it up. I did an okay job of it, but Jeff had to fix it when he came back. So here's just an up-close version of what I'm doing. I'm just coating it really well one time. If you spray paint too much at one time, you'll have like drips, especially when you're working on a vertical surface. I would not recommend spray painting down, because you'll get little splatters, which I usually love, but in this case, not gonna work. So after it dried, this is the next day, I came in and painted all the white areas back white with the same flat white interior house paint that I used to base it out in the first place. Before painting like this, I should have put it in the video, but I didn't. I always dust off the surface that I have spray painted on, because the overspray kind of lands kind of like dust. And if you were to try to just paint white over it, you're basically just going to mix the spray paint dust into your regular paint, and it could turn it colors. So make sure you dust off your surface. And finally, at the end, we printed these vinyl number stickers to add to the piece instead of having to paint them on. It would have been way more difficult and taken way longer. So we just cut them out of vinyl and applied them. So important to note that if you're going to apply vinyl, make sure you sand the spray paint lightly before you apply the vinyl, because it doesn't like to stick to bumpy spray painted surfaces.
You guys killed it.
I'm so glad y'all like it.
Oh my god, no, they are gonna freak.
Ultimately, they super loved it, and so did I. If you guys want any more videos kind of like this, let me know. I always want to do what you guys want to see, and most of the channel is resin based, but honestly, let me know. Do you like short form videos, long informative videos? Please let me know down in the comments so that I know what you guys want to see, and I'll be back with another video this week. Promise, swear. Bye. I said bye.